Welcome back, everyone, to the Dead Film Critics Society podcast. Today I'm here, as always, with my lovely co-host, Aiden Billing, who is a busy videographer, film person, PA, etc. You know, all that is involved in actually making stuff. And I'm just watching it right now and getting a couple of things done. But we're here today to discuss the new Mission Impossible film, The Final Reckoning. So I guess the final film, most likely, unless they decide to, I don't know, unless they develop technology, I guess, where Tom can top what he does in this movie. But I don't know if it'll go that way. But yeah, very a long movie. Definitely some stuff you probably haven't seen before, so those are two good things to have in a movie. Lots of interesting things to talk about, I think. But I think we're going to do maybe some news quickly first. We're heading into June. We're going to be heading into I think some people consider May the beginning of summer movies, but June is also kind of where I think it really gets going, especially this year. There'll be lots of different things. I mean, this past weekend with Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch, I think was definitely a clear starting point. So, yeah. We're going to... Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on your end, bud? Everything
Oh no,
okay over there?
you were frozen on my end.
Oh, you were frozen on my end,
Yeah, I
and
guess we
like
were frozen from each other.
the audio on my end also like from you. It's like I can hear you perfectly, but like it's kind of like your face isn't like always matching up with the words.
Oh, might
Yeah.
be because it's going through a soundboard, so it might be like taking
Uh,
a second to go through.
okay, that's fine. That's alright. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible, this is kind of the beginning of summer movies, I'd say. We'll be doing a little bit of maybe a summer movie Metacritic preview / battle where we pick a few films that we think are going to do well and see which ones are truly, according to critics, the best films of the summer. Which hopefully there'll be some higher rated ones, but we are heading into blockbusters, which critics are becoming, increasingly opposed to overall, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. I guess I'll start with the basic news from film Twitter is that Cannes Film Festival happened this past week. And we had lots of new films premiering, including Mission Impossible. But the film that took home the top prize in competition was a film called It Was Just an Accident from Jafar Panahi, who's been an Iranian director who has been arrested and jailed multiple times for speaking out against the Iranian government. I think this is his first film outside the country, because I think he's been living there, actively protesting, creating like kind of secret films that he would then kind of almost smuggle out of the country to show the world. In this case, I think he filmed a lot of it outside of Iran, so he actually had more of some proper sets and everything. But yeah, it's won the Palme d'Or, the big prize, one of the films to look out for me at TIFF, for sure. That'll be a big thing I'm looking out for. And then you also had some big award winners from Sentimental Value with Elle Fanning, Stellan Skarsgård, and Renate Reinsve. It's a Norwegian film that they're all in that won the Grand Prix, so like the runner-up prize. It's got a lot of hype. It had like a 19-minute standing ovation. So that's definitely one you're going to want to keep your eyes out for. It'll be like a hot ticket on the festival circuit, I'm sure. Kind of the thing that will probably go to TIFF as well. Couple other notable things.
Mm.
Splitsville was got pretty good reviews. That was a comedy with Dakota Johnson and I always keep forgetting her initials are AA. Adria Arjona from Andor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Hitman.
and Hitman. She was in
Yeah.
that too. That had strong reviews. Die My
Hmm.
Love with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. Not the strongest reviews, a little more mixed overall, but still very strong reviews, especially for Jennifer Lawrence's performance. Um, but it's also said to be a pretty grim and psychological film. Not unlike Mother, but I don't think as insane as Mother, at least in what happens. And I know
Well, it's good
you.
because I don't like that movie. So
Yes, I know. Maybe our
yeah,
most divided film we've ever
that
reviewed.
was a real piece of shit. I don't, oh my god, I'm sorry. I can't, bro. Oh,
But this is different than that.
we might
But
have to revisit that one day and
maybe
see
one
if our
day.
opinions have changed. Thank God.
Yeah. I
Mm.
don't know. It is
Yeah.
definitely not the kind of film that I'm like eagerly gonna rewatch because I think most of it is kind of on the table. Like you get what you get. You're not gonna like get much more out of a second viewing other than maybe reviewing some of the like how they edited it and how they shot it to be. I mean,
Mhm.
it's pretty claustrophobic, obviously on purpose.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, Jennifer Lawrence is doing a lot in that movie. Obviously, she's apparently doing a lot in this new movie as well. Um, yeah, nothing much else to say for that one. But yeah, lots of exciting films from Cannes that I'll be looking forward to seeing at TIFF. Ari Aster did have his new film Eddington, which quickly mention. Wasn't definitely not a big. Didn't win any prizes. Wasn't raved about it all particularly. Kind of mixed to positive reviews. Um, but it's coming out in July. It's apparently like it apparently changes genres a lot. It's not trying to be. It's a COVID film that's like maybe trying to be four different kinds of COVID films, both like a satire, a crime comedy, sign of absurdist as well, which maybe encapsulates kind of that feeling that we all felt in the pandemic when everything was very weird and everything was very online, where it all had to be online for the most part since we couldn't really interact. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be seeing that in July probably. I don't know. Do you think you'll still see the? Did you see Bo is Afraid?
No, I did not. I don't think I saw that one.
Okay. But you saw
Yeah.
Midsommar or Hereditary?
Yeah, I saw Midsummer. Yeah, I've seen both of those ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Decent films. You know, pretty fucking traumatizing though. My God.
Yeah.
Poor Florence Pugh.
He definitely seems like
Mm-hmm.
he's always going for that to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
You got any more news before I bring up a couple other things?
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, so I don't know, you probably heard, but Donald Trump wants to tariff all movies made outside of the United States now. And can we just take a second to like appreciate what a genuinely ludicrous decision that would be for the film industry?
It would basically kill it
That
to a large
it
extent.
would kill it. Like, what on earth is that man doing? Like, he's ruining everything, and now he's coming for films. Like, what do you like? You don't understand. He doesn't understand anything he's fucking doing, and now he wants to fucking. He just wants everything to be made in the United States, whether or not it's actually beneficial or not for the country. It's just weird. And we're seeing a lot of people like starting to speak out about that, which is good, you know. But I mean, I don't know, like how catastrophic on a on a scale of 1 to 10 do you think this would be for the film industry if like this is actually put into law? And
If
we'll
it
put it back
actually
a second.
became a thing, probably like a
Yeah.
9.5. Like it would be very bad. Um, like a lot of movies can only afford to shoot at the moment because of the tax credits that other countries offer. Canada is a big one.
Mhm. Yep.
Budapest, where they shot Dune and stuff. The UK generally have
Mhm.
better tax credits. Literally, almost every country outside the U.S., besides a couple of states, have much better tax credits. They literally stopped shooting Avenger Marvel stuff in Georgia was shooting there for a long time. Now it's shooting in London just at this time. Like, I think he was putting it out as like a hypothet. Like, I feel like, he does it with a lot of things. I think generally he's like testing the water, seeing how people react to these absurd ideas. I think if it were to come into law, it'd be a little more complicated than just 100% tariff on everything that shoots 1 second of footage outside the U.S. Because I don't know how you vet that.
Yeah.
Like if they just want B-roll, especially like because I guess then what, you can't set films outside the United States unless you do it through visual effects. That makes no sense. Yeah,
No, it does
like
not.
even just simple setting things, like if you want to look like, or like taking images from like Canada as reference, or like other places with that don't have like other landscapes and settings that you want, you wouldn't be able to get that. You wouldn't get Mission Impossible. Literally none. Well, like one segment takes place in the United States, but that was shot on a set for sure. Probably was shot not in the United States, to be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. I don't think it'll happen.
Mm-mm.
I don't think he's that stupid. But, well, at least when it comes to that kind of thing, he's stupid in other ways. Yeah, we'll see. But I think it was just a crazy thing to see how people would react. I feel like most people who really care about the film industry anyway are not big fans of him. So getting like a lot of the film industry to be on board with this, like you only have like a small group of defenders who are like, yeah, let's go. We should make the film industry in the vision of Donald J. Trump. And there's like what, just like the groupies around the guys he said were his like advisors on Hollywood, which was what, like John Voight, Mel Gibson, and
Oh Lord.
I don't even remember what, Stallone maybe. So like 3 accused
Well,
sexual harassment people and confirmed anti-Semite / DUI offender. So basically his normal friends. Probably.
yeah, it checks. I didn't wait. Sylvester Stallone is like he's a Trump supporter.
I think so. I thought Stallone was one of the people who were like his advisors, because he was like, these are my 4 Hollywood. Let me double check.
No, I hope that's not true. Fuck.
Yeah, it was Stallone. It was Trump named Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, and John Voight as his special ambassadors to troubled
Jesus.
Hollywood, is what they were saying.
Oh my God. That's fucking
Yeah,
nuts, man.
look, I like some of what Stallone's made, but yeah, what he's doing right now, clearly, with allowing, not rejecting this. And I think, unfortunately, he has been probably more conservative over his life, and he's not always had the best politics, that's for sure. So he also isn't making anything particularly interesting right now, so I don't really need to defend him artistically right now. So, fortunately, not
Fair.
much to really defend him by at the moment. Yeah.
Well, that's a disappointing thing, Lauren. But anyways, yeah, no, but yeah, no. I hope it's just what you're saying. I hope it's just like he's just testing the waters, because if not, he's gonna like tank the American economy. States. So like, I don't know like why he would even risk something like that. It's the one thing
Yeah.
that the U.S. really has. One of the few things the U.S. still has going for them at the moment. So
Yeah, as far as like economically, they're doing okay for movies generally. It would also be not good for
yeah.
Canada at all. Tax,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of economic activity movies, that are created here stimulate, especially big things like The Last of Us, which is having its finale tonight, I think. What are the other
Yes, it
ones?
is. Well, the season 2 finale. At
Yeah,
least
season
season
2
3 is
finale.
coming out next year.
Yeah, and I think they confirmed there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
at least one other one. They're going to split the second game.
Yeah,
I think
season 3.
no, but like I think season 4 is like on the
Um,
docket in the plan. I think they're splitting the second game into 3 parts, 3 seasons. Seems to be the
Interesting.
general plan, is what I remember reading.
Hmm.
Um, there will be 15 months, 15 months, I think, without a Marvel film based on current schedules because they just completely flummoxed the planning for Doomsday. I think it's delayed to first quarter of 2025, so probably like March or April of not 2025, sorry, 2027. We already passed March of 2025.
Jeez.
So there won't be a Marvel film for a while. The new Spider-Man film will probably come out before that, which Sadie Sink will be a part of, along with a few other people. They're trying to, I think figure out who's going to be in that movie. Yeah. Oh no, sorry,
I
it wasn't
hope
even. It
if they're
was.
taking.
Sorry, no, I said that wrong. Doomsday is going to be in December of 2026 alongside Dune Messiah's current planned release date. So,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
That's
I
kind of
think
cool.
people are worried that they might delay Dune to avoid competing with Doomsday. Dune Doomsday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully they can just release in different parts of the month, but I don't know. That's rough because yeah, I don't know. Doomsday as a Christmas movie is an interesting idea. But I honestly, it kind of makes sense that's like a franchise like that like this that's kind of financially falling off a little bit would then put themselves in a more optimal release date strategy because as a holiday film they can probably do better than they would, just dumping them in April and March, knowing that just everyone would
Mhm.
come to them no matter what. Now, people have no excuse. If you have
Yeah.
work, you don't. You have holidays.
Hmm.
See Avengers Doomsday. I don't know. Yeah, it makes sense considering I don't think the script's even like fully formed. They've been like shooting only like I guess confirmed cameos and stuff, or like simple setup scenes that they know they'll have in the film. Um, yeah, just based on what I'm hearing about the production of this thing, doesn't sound too good. They are pushing the Michael
Yeah. I don't
Jackson
know.
biopic to 2026. Um, it'll be split into 2 parts. They are confirming they have like at least 3.5 hours of footage. Yeah. They're saying for the
Hmm.
film, but they also have to reshoot a bunch of it, and I think they're reshooting even more. Um, so we'll see how that lands. No idea how that might turn out. We'll have to see.
Hmm.
Oh, Hunger Games cast for the Hunger Games Sunrise on the
Yeah.
Reaping
On the
has a
reaping.
very stacked.
Yeah.
Basically, people have been
That's
calling
good.
this like the first cast made by Twitter. You got like basically every fan cast you could think of. Elle Fanning as Effie Trinket. You got uh, Kieran Culkin as Caesar Flickerman. Jesse Plemons as Plutarch. Ray Fiennes as President Snow.
Ray Fiennes as Snow though. That was my favorite casting announcement from all that. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of lots of notable names in especially for the adult roles, and not unfamiliar names in some of the teen roles. Like McKenna Grace is in it. She was in I, Tonya. She's also, I
Hmm.
learned, dating the guy who's the lead of How to Train Your Dragon live action that's coming out this June. And then Ben Wang, who's the Karate Kid
Oh,
now,
interesting.
uh, is the first confirmed Asian character with a speaking role in the Hunger Games universe. So that's nice.
Yippee!
Except I'm pretty sure he doesn't make it to the end because, well, that's how
Probably
the Hunger
not.
Games works. And we
Haymitch
know
wins.
that Haymitch wins. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Hmm.
do you have any other things to mention? Because I think I'm pretty close to.
Honestly, that was pretty much everything I was going to talk about. I just really wanted to talk about the tariff thing because I thought
Yeah.
that was really stupid. But yeah.
Oh wait. one
I'm
piece
down
of
to
good
get in the movie.
news.
Let's do this.
Cillian
Oh, good
Murphy
news.
and
Okay.
Daniel Craig are in serious talks to star in Damien Chazelle's new prison drama movie, because his movie that was developing with Leonardo
Oh.
DiCaprio won't happen since he's prioritizing working with Scorsese. Not surprised. That sounds fire.
Mhm.
Fired male leads to have in a Chazelle
That does sound
movie.
pretty fire, actually.
Um, yeah.
Mhm.
Also, the Skibbity Toilet movie has apparently begun filming. Michael Bay was set to direct, but also today or recently he said he's not actually directing it. So I have no idea who's in charge of that or what that is, what a script for that would look like, but it exists. What studio is even making this again? I don't even know. Anyways, it's an insane idea. It probably won't work out, especially if they give it a budget above like 50 million. Because like, I don't know if people are
Yeah.
going to be looking forward to the Skibbity Toilet movie. Even,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to last like that. But you never know.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Oh right, Netflix. I mentioned this one last thing is that Netflix has a Lena Dunham rom-com of sorts with Natalie Portman and Mark Ruffalo confirmed to be in it. With it's called Good Sex. It was a pretty high, lot of bidding for it, kind of a bidding war for it at Cannes, the Cannes film market. And I think Netflix picked it up, so looking forward to that.
Hmm.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Should we go ahead and talk about Mission Impossible?
Yes. Let's talk about this impossible mission.
All right. So we're gonna take. I'm just gonna. This is again directed by Christopher McQuarrie. In their this is their his fourth Mission Impossible movie, potentially the final Mission Impossible movie, clocking a radical 2 hours and 51 minutes, starring Tom Cruise, of course, with Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, so we know. Lots of other supporting bits. Haley Atwell, of course, kind of the most important woman in the franchise since, I guess, the last film when they killed Rebecca Ferguson's character Ilsa.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's technically spoilers for Mission Impossible, but okay. Do we just want to get into spoilers immediately? Not that there's a lot.
I mean, I feel like we just should, honestly. I
Okay.
want to talk about the movie freely to really just, I don't
Yeah.
know, get the movie idea. So if you don't want the movie spoiled, then I would say just skip to the end to see our score. You know. Yeah, we'll be yapping. So.
Clocking in 2 hours 51 minutes. Also has Tremel Tillman, probably my favorite new supporting character. Nick Offerman, Katie O'Brien, Holt McCallney, Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. Lots of small supporting players involved in this film. And then Asai Morales returned as Gabriel, as Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, and his team are working together to defeat the entity, an AI parasite that is set on causing havoc in the world and has now evolved to potentially be able to cause a human extinction level event and aims to reset humanity under their own vision. So high stakes for this movie, no big deal. Even though I feel like that's most Mission Impossible movies. But very much coming to a head. Oh, and Angela Bassett as the American president. Should not forget that. Yeah, I don't know. What did you think of the movie? What are your basic impressions of how you felt after watching this?
Fuck, man. I mean, I will say, first things first. There was a bit too much exposition throughout the film. I think they maybe just had a bit too much of that. I thought they over-explained shit. You know, it was a little bit annoying and distracting at times, and also too many clips from the old movies just kind of spliced in. But when you get into the action sequences and you're just watching it, the tension is incredibly high. I felt like I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, especially in that submarine sequence where he's trying to make sure he doesn't disturb it too much, you know, because it's gonna like fall deeper into the ocean with him in it, and he won't be able to escape. And then him just trying to get to the surface, him and having to take off his protective suit and nearly dying, that was quite crazy. And then the plane sequence as well, I was also really impressed with. I thought that was one of the coolest one of the coolest things I've seen. I think we've seen in the franchise. Like it's nothing. Well, I guess it's not like it's not. How do I say this? It's like it is kind of a crazy set piece when you sit back and think about it. But surface level, you're like, oh, it's just two planes like dogfighting or whatever. But you know, they're jumping between planes in the air and they're like, you know, upside down fighting each other and like trying to not crash. I don't know. I thought it was really well done. I think all the action in the film, with all these films, has been consistently phenomenal. I've never had a bad experience purely from just enjoying the action throughout the film. I just think that like those initial aspects of like, you know, exposition, you know, clip show mentality, they kind of lower the quality of the film just a little bit for me, but like overall, I thought it was like a really like fun film, and I hope that this is the last one with Ethan Hunt. I think that you know this was a good ending, and I think they probably shouldn't try to milk the franchise anymore. You know, but I feel like Tom Cruise is smart enough to know when to hang it up. So like every single indication we were getting from this film is that it was going to be the last ride for Ethan Hunt, and if this is going to be the last one with him, I'm totally fine with that. I thought it was a pretty good send off. So
Yeah, I have the same basic
yeah.
impressions. Like it was definitely a bit long. The more I thought about it, especially the mostly exposition with Angela Bassett and Nick Offerman and Holt McCallney, I feel like in any other movie they'd be like cut those scenes out, or like especially the ones without Ethan Hunt, like do a quick scene where he's like, "President, I need you to trust me. Give me the thing," and then they do
Hmm.
that. Instead, it turns into like a 15-minute-ish sequence where like Angela Bassett has a moral quandary about nuking all the other countries and then also taking out one of the United States' own cities to like make it fair or something. Which just like,
Yeah.
and then also having conflict about her son maybe being in one of those cities. I don't know what they were trying to imply with that. Not knowing what city she picked, I guess, to not piss a city off and be like, the president in this movie, this fake president thought that they should fake nuke this city because it's the most disposable. I don't know. Like that sequence probably, and then Nick Offerman also like having to shoot a spy, like the guy who's gonna try to shoot the president and help ensure that they nuked the other countries because that was the goal of the AI. The fact that some people were brainwashed by it. Like I get what they're doing there overall. Like I feel like they kept it in there because like at least the brainwashed AI people, because they're like looking at today's culture and they're like, yeah, there are some people who are believing everything that AI and, or might as well be AI, like corporations and politicians are telling them, despite there not being any founding in truth. Which I guess was supposed to be the main point, is that,
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard because this movie is all about the people trusting Ethan Hunt, but at the same time, there's like a lot of reasons not to believe people today, because the whole country is like, who are you supposed to believe? And AI only makes them more complicated because you're like, is this even a real person? Is this just a corporation that's using AI to appear as a real person, etc.? Which I guess is the whole point. But like, obviously, this doesn't have the most in-depth analysis of that kind of situation, considering it is an action movie at the end of the day.
Hmm.
But I admired that they had those ideas in the film and they were like trying to do something with it. Clearly, at least, you know, being clearly anti-fascist, anti-AI, overall is a good stance. that I appreciated. I like Tremel Tillman the most out of the supporting people. I think he was the most fun to watch. I can't wait to see him in more stuff. I think he proved here, even with a small
Yeah.
part, that he can be a great screen presence even in like 5 minutes. So hopefully he gets more stronger supporting roles. Maybe a lead, but I think there need to be a really strong character for him. Not that he doesn't have the range. He is almost odd to imagine as a leading person, just because he has a very specific way he says things. So I think it would need to be a very particular character. But honestly, I think he should be a lead eventually.
Hmm.
But at least at the very start, he should be getting more supporting feature film roles and yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think I agree with you. Like the action, especially the plane sequence, they aren't just hanging from planes. The planes are like spinning around, and like they're going in and out of the cockpit. Like all of that was really well covered and thought out. Maybe one of the best action sequences, better action sequence than basically anything in the finale from the last Mission Impossible, in my opinion. I wasn't a huge fan of the train or the jumping off the cliff. Even just the way they shot it felt like very much that they were just doing it to do it, especially the jumping off the cliff thing. Here, it makes a little more sense with the plot and like kind of goes better into the idea of like these two men, Gabriel and Ethan Hunt, facing off in a battle of wits and athletic strength. Which of course Tom Cruise has to win, probably contractually, but of course just the character demands it.
Hmm.
There's also a couple
Of
points where it's
course. Yeah.
like these guys should maybe like, how does he survive the fall? Do you know how he survives the fall after the plane like burns
His
up?
parachute did go off. Like we just
Right.
didn't see it. It was left up
I
in the
thought the
air for a
parachute
bit, and
burned
then
up in the air for a little bit though.
no, he had a reserve chute. We just didn't see it go off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense to me. I just didn't see that. It could have been better shown. But
Honestly, I
I mean,
thought when
small
they were
thing.
doing that, I thought they had the ball. I thought they were having the balls to
I thought
kill
they were
off
gonna
Ethan
kill
Hunt. I
him.
mean, like
Just
James
kill him.
Bond did it.
Yeah, they killed James
Yeah.
Bond in a worse way. Speaking of killing, so they do kill off Ving Rhames in this film. They kill Luther.
Yeah.
Um, Kind of underwhelming. Where like, and they do this thing twice, where Gabriel goes to a location where he knows his team is, and he just leaves a nuclear bomb there, and is like, figure out a way to make sure the most people survive, and inevitably, well, in the second scenario, everyone survives, but in this one, Luther, because he I guess can't run away, and they can't break down the door that
And he was
is
also
keeping
by
him where he is.
himself. They had three people working on the other bomb, so
Yeah, that's fair enough. It did feel like a little bit of an underwhelming way to be like, oh, he's dead now, because I don't know, just the way that scene was approached. It wasn't like, it felt like, just with the tone of the movie, it felt like against it, because I feel like quickly dying in action and having to still go on and deal with it would be the way that this film would normally handle it, maybe, but it decides to go for a more somber, oh, I know you're going to die, let's figure out what to do in these last few minutes, have a good conversation type thing.
hmm
Just wasn't maybe the strongest way, I think, to send him off overall. Very much also for the plot, because then if Luther's dead, he can't make another of the thing that destroys the entity. So
Yep.
a little bit forced, maybe, but it's fine. It's not a huge hurt against the movie. Just maybe not it doesn't elevate it, is what I'd say.
Fair. Yeah.
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 There's like one action. Do you know when they're like driving out of the tunnel and well, when Ethan Hunt's driving out of the tunnel in the Jeep, and then another Jeep comes and rams into him, and then eventually they the other
hmm
Jeep crashes. It didn't feel the most
Yeah.
like, you didn't really know where they were relative to each other, I felt, and the wall. So then all of a sudden, just the other car crashes into the wall, and we didn't know where the wall was relative to the cars. I didn't feel that was. Felt like they could have shot that better. Um,
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I mean, submarine sequence wasn't as exciting to me. Like, it did feel obviously it had the scale of something that could be a finale in most other action movies. I guess that's kind of what they were going for in some ways. It's like, here's the first impossible thing he has to do, and then they have him do another one because this is the last movie. Not that they should have split this movie into two parts, because I think that would be unnecessary. But that combined with the amount of exposition and montage, like you said, and that more unnecessary president subplot does obviously, I think, make this film too long overall. I think most would agree. And I guess the only other thing is, like, not that it hurts the movie too much, but I just don't really care about the characters that much. I'm not like a huge fan of Benji or Luther. Like, I don't think they in the movie do much character development for anybody. Like, everyone's either just good or bad pretty much off the bat. Like, most of them are good. Like, the only one who's maybe doing a little character development is and Palm. I'm naming the actress. Palm I don't. She's French
Mantis.
from Mantis.
Yeah.
I guess, showing some restraint in trying to take revenge, when before she was, I guess, just killing everyone in sight. Again, not the strongest character development. Not that this film should be all about that, but there is no, like, journey for any of these characters. Like, Ethan Hunt is the same as he's always been, which I guess is sort of the point. But it felt like they could have done a little more there, considering it's the last film. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's worth watching. But you could imagine them doing these same stunts in a better plot overall, with some better execution on some ends of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you there. It's not my favorite Mission Impossible movie. There are some things that definitely could have done better. I will say though, I do sort of disagree with you on the submarine sequence. I thought that was, I don't know, I thought that was pretty like intense. Especially like the part where he's like trying to like get out of the torpedo shaft. I don't know. That was one of the more like engaging aspects of it, I think, as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how do I describe this? Like, I do like the movie, right? But there's just something that just, I don't know. It does sort of feel off, just a tiny bit. I thought it was like the ending was really good, but there are parts of the movie where I'm genuinely like, this is a bit much, and it doesn't really make. Not that it doesn't make sense, but maybe it's just like they're trying too much to connect the older movies to this one,
Yeah.
especially with like the rabbit's foot, right? The rabbit's foot, like, wasn't this like big iconic MacGuffin from the series? So now and people are being expected to remember it. I remember it because I'm like big on these movies, but like, is the average moviegoer really gonna remember it or care that much? That
No.
it's related to Mission Impossible 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so
Not really.
I don't know. I don't know if that was really a good choice, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting conflict for Ethan because he has to reckon with the fact that he did release this thing, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like Mission Impossible 3 is nearly 20 years ago. It's just like, I don't know. It's just definitely not one of those movies that people are really talk about a lot. It's the lowest grossing Mission Impossible movie out of all of them, and I don't know. It's just, it doesn't get brought up in a lot of conversations about like really good action movies. So I don't know. Not really sure why that decision was made to connect them like that, but oh well. I mean, it's done. Nothing we can do about it now. But
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it felt like it was trying to do, like, because it's like the Avengers Endgame of Mission Impossible movies, so then, like, we have to connect it to the previous ones, and then fans will really like that. I think it was just because I don't think they were ever thinking about that when they were making the other three movies. This movie has been written by so many different people, especially before, and directed by different people before Rogue Nation. Um, and so like I don't think anyone's really invested like that. And like I said, it is an interesting character conundrum where like yeah, it's an interesting beginning where like he has to reckon with the fact that he may have caused all these bad things that are happening. But at the same time, all he's going to do is try to fix them. And he does. You know, there's not many big consequences for what he does overall. And it does maybe prop him up too much as like the only character who can make decisions that impact this world. Everyone else is kind of either chained to him as a character or chained to the main villain, which in this case was the entity, I guess, and Gabriel and everyone else who was working for him. And I guess who was they usually sometimes have a third party who's just in it for money. Was there anyone in that film? I don't think there was in this film. But they had Vanessa Kirby as the arms dealer.
I mean, I guess you could say the third party was maybe like Kittredge.
Yeah, yeah, but he
wasn't really in it for
no, he's not in for money.
money.
He's in it for national
He
security,
didn't
I
like
guess.
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't get much into that either. Like, it sort of plays with that in the president sequence where it's like America's priorities versus like saving the world's priorities. But it doesn't really get into like there's a lot of interesting ideas that they like begin to touch on. But for a 3-hour movie, it feels like they should have picked one of those to focus on more and then develop the action around it a little more. Yeah. It does feel like there's a little bit of missing potential in a good amount of parts of this film overall. Doesn't make it bad, obviously.
Also,
and I think,
yeah.
you know, Tom is taking every measure he can to do what he can with the body strength and ability and budget he has left. You know, the budget was out of proportion, and I'm sure, obviously, the most expensive sequences were the ones that were the most entertaining. But... yeah, like music too. That was something I felt like was a bit of a downgrade.
I mean, the movie looks great, so I can really see. Which one? What?
Oh, the music is what I was quickly
The
saying.
music?
It just wasn't. Not that it's usually
I
a big
really
deal in it.
I didn't
Exactly.
really remember the music that much. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like elevated from previous ones, and I think the main themes were like a little less, you know, captivating overall.
I know what you mean. That's understandable. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. No, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, at the very least, though, at least the film looks like it cost $400 million. Like you can tell every bit of money was well spent here. I think, you know, like. The question is, though, will it make back this money? Because it was reportedly made for, you know, closer to $400 million. So it's gonna have to gross at least $800 million to break even. So we'll have to see if it does that. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, it'll depend on its legs in these next 2 weeks. It is competing against Lilo and Stitch-ish. I mean, obviously they're supposed to be different markets, I think, in theory, but obviously maybe some people are choosing between the two, especially like adults, because even though this movie is a little more adult oriented, there's so many Disney adults and people are nostalgic for Lilo and Stitch that it might honestly have a bit of a tough time getting all the people who've been watching even one previous Mission Impossible movie to make sure they're in this one. But yeah, I mean, I would hope it makes money so that Tom can continue to make a few more large scale films. But for his investment alone, like our faith in him, I think obviously he might scale down the action a little bit. Not that he won't do action. He'll do action, but just maybe not as crazy as this. I think he was laying it all on the line here on purpose.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just clearly shown in the final product. I mean, these are probably some of the most daring stunts we've seen in the franchise. So, like I said, I mean, he clearly wanted to. If he's doing this, I feel like it means it's like Ethan Hunt's character's done, you know, and that's good. You know, it's nice. It would be nice if we could walk away from the franchise like this, you know, like they really tried a lot of daring new stuff in this movie, so I do have to respect it for that. I did enjoy I did enjoy most of this movie, so yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's introduction to finality in one of these big franchises, which I don't know. Every time we think a franchise is over, it just keeps coming back like Chancellor Emperor Palpatine did in Rise of Skywalker.
Lord, don't even get me started on that shit. Somehow Palpatine returned.
That's like every franchise now, though. Somehow Harry Potter's returning. Somehow, what are they planning to revive? Oh, the Devil Wears Prada is getting a sequel.
Yep.
Um, Yeah, every week, basically, new sequel / reboot of a franchise is announced, and that's just the world we live in, I guess. Hopefully, some of these new original more closer to original, at least, films are doing well this summer. Even though there's not many of them, it's a very franchise-driven summer, as we'll see in our preview. Yeah, but now that Tom Cruise is done with his Mission Impossible phase, I'm hoping he'll get into some more art projects. He's doing a film with Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu that comes out in 2026. That's the guy who made The Revenant with Leo DiCaprio and Birdman. Yeah. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to him working with a director like that again. Not that I think Christopher McQuarrie is bad. What is every time he makes a film, there's just always something where I'm like, he could have done this better. He could have, he does a lot of things well. But there's just always something that makes me not give his films a very high score. Same with Tom a little bit. A lot of his films I've given like a straight 7 out of 10. And that kind of spoils what I gave this movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. But I realized basically everything I've seen from him, I've given it a 7 out of 10. Maverick, that might be controversial. Top Gun Maverick, I gave 7. Collateral, I watched this past week, I gave a 7. What else?
Just a 7 for Collateral?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That's at least an 8, man. That's crazy. Ooh.
I couldn't get past some, like, the logistics of it just aren't always there, Like, it does a pretty good job keeping itself grounded, but, like, some parts it's like, how did he fall on the car? Because it, like, shows that there was an empty takeout container in his living room, but then he made it all the way to his bed. Like, he ran towards his bedroom before getting shot out the window. Like, just a few things like that bothered me. And, like...
That's such a small nitpick to downgrade the score.
That's just one example. That's one example. God. That's one example that I remember. There were a few other things like that that I was distracted by, okay?
Okay, all right. I don't want to get too sidetracked on this because I want to give the film score.
Yeah, but I gave this one a 7, just like I did.
I would agree. I would agree with you. I think I would give it a 7 as well. I think so.
Yeah. Probably a lower 7, to be honest. But like the action is what makes it a 7. Like if we're being fair, if this movie didn't have the best action ever, this would be an incredibly mid to almost bad movie, with all the exposition and stuff. Like if all of a sudden it was just a CGI fest, this thing would not be very good. But luckily, it's not a CGI fest, and so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. No, like it's just it's crazy what just doing stuff in camera can do for the quality of a film.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that filmmakers out there are still doing that. So yeah. Epic. All right. Now, should we get into that Metacritic shit?
Yeah, we should. Let me pull that up quickly. And screen share so you can see it. I'm doing...
Alright. While you do that, I'm just going to go use the washroom. I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just. Oh, I gotta share this.
Bro, that Pacers game was that Pacers series is fucking wild, eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
it's good. Yeah, everyone kind of. No one really likes the Pacers that much, but like, they are just a good
Yeah.
team. I don't know. That's maybe boring. I feel like people sort of say that about OKC too. Besides Shea, maybe being because he's actual more a certified superstar. Because people still be hating on Halliburton a little bit, but you know,
Yeah, they
if
just don't like Shea because they think he's a free throw merchant. Meanwhile, the guy doesn't even. He's not like compared to some other guys like fucking James Harden. He doesn't like get a whole lot of fucking free throws. Like nothing abnormally, at least for a guy who's averaging 32 points per game. So
yeah, no, that's true. What the heck? 28 years. I'm just making sure because since I made this thing, they've moved schedules around a little bit, but not too much, I don't think.
yeah,
A lot of what's a little more like what you might expect to get a higher score from like directors who've gotten high scores in the past is not. I should put Happy Gilmore 2 on it. Why not?
hell yeah.
I'm sure it will be great. Not really. Probably won't be met with very good reviews.
Movie is
But
there? That is not going to be picked by any of us by the end of this shit.
what will?
Lord,
Which
the
one?
Smurfs fucking movie.
Oh,
I see the Smurfs in there. Why
yeah.
on earth would you put that
I kind of
in
had
there?
to.
Dude, I saw the trailer before fucking. I saw the trailer before I was before not Dead Reckoning, the Final Reckoning came on, and oh my god, me and my roommate Ali were looking at each other and we're like mouthing gun in the mouth because it looked so terrible. Like my god, it. I don't know why they keep on trying to make the Smurfs happen, man. You know, one attempt with Neil Patrick Harris was more than enough. This is the third attempt. Like, why are we still doing this? I don't understand. It's weird.
It's a mystery.
It's weird and it's gay and stupid. Yeah, it is a real mystery. Fucking French. Why? No, sorry, the Belgians. Why would they invent Smurfs? Like, just to, like, look where it's at now. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh, no.
All right. I've moved it to Sheets because you can also link stuff in it a little easier, and then you can also
Mm.
average out the scores when the time comes. You know, since I invited you back to this, I will. How many do I have listed here? This is how many. This is 19. So I guess we'll do 9
Point.
each.
Oh, 19.
So then one
Mhm.
film will get left behind, and I have a feeling which one will get left behind based on how we're talking.
Nobody's picking the fucking Smurfs. I'm telling you right now.
What if I just do?
I will not be
Actually,
picking that
I don't know
movie.
if I can. Actually,
Do not
is there
do
a
that.
film?
Dude.
I'm doing some critical thinking, and I'm
I don't
thinking,
think there's a.
is there a film that has a chance to be worse than it? I mean, maybe this one.
Maybe the Jurassic World movie.
I don't
Honestly.
know if it's that bad. Gareth Edwards probably won't get trashed that much, but we'll see, I guess.
Ugh. Oh wait. Oh, Wait, hold on. Gareth Edwards is doing this.
Yeah, he
Okay.
is.
You know what? That actually makes me have a little bit more faith in the movie. I like Gareth Edwards.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, creator at 63 was Rogue One 65. So he's
Gareth
in
Edwards.
solid 60s. This will probably maybe be probably around the same. I'd say is reasonable expectation, but
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, hopefully it's a little bit better than the last one because I must admit I hated Fallen Kingdom so much. It was incredibly lame. But
Yeah.
yeah. My mom made me go see it with her, and I was like, "Yeah, nice time at the VIP cinema." You know, it was like I had a good time with her, but even she came out of that movie and was like, "Dude, that kind of sucked." I'm like, "Yeah, I agree." And she likes every movie. She
Right.
likes. I'm not even joking, man. She told me she loved Red One. So when I tell you I was surprised to hear her say something bad about that movie, like, it was fucking crazy. I did not see that coming, but yeah, that should tell you all you need to know about Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Anyways, I'm sorry for delaying this. Let's get into it. You want to pick
Yeah.
first, or am I?
No, I
Yeah.
invited you to this, so I'm gonna give you first pick.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 28 years later.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Nothing here is like I think 100% is gonna do well. This is definitely on the higher side of what I'm pretty sure will do well. So
Yeah.
I'll just move. Move. Okay. I'm gonna take. Oh wait, no, I gotta go. I gotta go weapons. I gotta go
Oh, good
weapons.
choice. Yeah.
I gotta go
Nice.
weapons. The
I'm
hype
really excited to
around
see that
it
one.
is it's funny that horror movies are our top two right now, but I feel like
Yeah.
that usually isn't the case, especially for summer. But just how
Some good
it's
horror
working out
movies.
right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Your
All
pick.
right.
If you want me to check previous Metacritic scores from anyone, just let me know.
Hmm. I'm just thinking here. Cause like I'm debating between whether or not to pick Superman or F1 right now. Like,
Hmm.
cause I feel like James Gunn is more of like he's more of a surefire like it'll get a good review. You know, I feel
Right.
like F1 is like it's gonna be interesting because I know and we've seen from the trailers already it's gonna look phenomenal because it's Joseph Kosinski. He's an incredibly
Yeah.
good director when it comes to visual storytelling, but sometimes his scripts aren't always the best. I mean, I love Tron Legacy. I'm a huge Tron Legacy fan, but even I have to admit the script in that movie is kind of dog shit, and Oblivion is kind of boring.
Yeah.
But like Top Gun Maverick was so peak, and Only the Brave was a phenomenal movie that made me bawl my eyes out. So I don't know what to do here. This is tricky. Hmm. Give me F1. I'm gonna gamble.
Yeah. Like I'm assuming critics will praise the technical presentation no matter what. So it
Yeah.
should get an okay score at least, unless the story is absolute dog shit, which isn't impossible. But
I'm.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Hopefully, if Brad Pitt's involved, it's not bad. Ooh,
Materialist
Material.
from Celine Song. It probably won't get as strong as Past Lives. That had like a 90, but
Yeah. Yeah.
actually it definitely won't. But I think it'll be praised as a good rom-com for the new age
Yeah.
of theatrical rom-coms.
All right. Well, I mean, if that's the case, I will take Superman then.
All right. I'm gonna go with Caught
The
Stealing.
Smurfs.
I'm gonna go with Caught Stealing. I'm gonna stay with the filmmakers
Good
I
choice.
will be checking out for sure. So then, at
Mhm.
least if it gets a bad score, I can watch them and say either they're completely wrong or that I can just accept my defeat and be like, yeah, they were right. This movie
Yeah.
sucks. But I have
Mhm.
some faith in him. Critics don't usually treat Darren Aronofsky that well. I think they might be a little nicer on this one. It seems a little more grounded and not as
Yeah.
odd.
Well, certainly hope so. That'll be good. Okay. I think. Hmm. hmm. Sorry, what's Roses about?
That is a screen. That's with Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. Here, I can. It's like a domestic drama comedy about like them getting a divorce based on a novel. Uh, Jay Roach did Bombshell. I think was his last
Yes,
film.
he did, and the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah, and then it was from a screenplay from the guy who wrote Poor Things and The Favorite.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Andy Samberg is in this?
he is leaning into the comedy part, I think, a little more.
Oh, and Ncuti Gatwa as well.
Yeah, and Allison Janney and Kate
Nice.
McKinnon. So definitely some
Good
comedy
cast.
heavy
Mm.
hitters.
Yeah, seems like it. I don't know. Cause like I don't know, like Bombshell was like I thought it was like all right, but it just sort of got like mixed reviews on like Metacritic at least. So I don't know. Let's see. Mm, mm, I'm gonna do. Fuck, this is tricky. Can you give me Elio by Domi Shi? I'm gonna
Yeah,
trust her because she's Canadian.
yeah,
Sheridan Legend, baby. Yeah,
yeah.
there
I've
we
hope
go.
for it. I know. I don't know. Some people are doubting
Mhm.
it. It apparently had like it had
Those are
one
the.
director, and then they added
Yeah.
her as a co-director later. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm hoping it's good. It looks fun enough. Hope the trailer is
Yeah,
just the
and you know
beginning
what? I
of.
actually really enjoyed Turning Red.
Yeah, no, I
So.
enjoyed it too, and that got strong reviews. So hopefully it's in a similar boat.
Yeah, but
Um,
like the public's response to it was really divisive. I never understood that, but anyways,
yeah, that
that was
was
odd.
weird for basically no
Yeah.
reason. Um, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Lord forbid
go.
they make a movie about periods.
I'm
Love
gonna try
Jesus.
to reward the
Ugh.
film that is probably gonna be a straight comedy. I'm gonna go for The Naked Gun, just for the trailer's first
Yeah.
bit with this the characters being the sons of the first characters, and
Yeah.
one having to be the
The
son of
fucking
O.J.
OJ Simpson
Simpson's
joke was
character, which is a good bit.
God, that was crazy.
That bit alone should get it a 60.
Yeah, no, that was really fucking funny. I was not expecting that the first time I saw that trailer. But yeah, I hope good, honestly. Like I think that was a genius decision to remake it with you know, the prototypical serious action guy like Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
So, yeah, very smart. Very smart
hopefully.
decision.
I think he has the comedic chops. I think
Oh,
he
he
can
does,
pull it off for
100%. He's
sure.
been in comedies before. It's nice
Yeah.
to see him like doing more of that instead of those god awful like, man and a gun movies that we keep on seeing him in over and over again. So,
Yeah. Just him and a gun
why can't he
against the
just do
world.
more comedy and then like get back to drama? Cuz bro was in Schindler's List. Like he
I
doesn't need to
know.
keep on doing action. Like
I don't know
he's
why he's
got
allergic
the
to.
dramatic capability.
I don't know. Maybe it's because also more prestige directors aren't bothering with him. But this will maybe be a good comeback for him.
Yeah, I hope so, honestly.
All right.
I hope so. Okay.
What do you want
Is it?
next?
That's my turn. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. What has Dean DeBlas done? The guy who's doing the How to Train Your
He
Dragon movie.
did the original Lilo and Stitch. He did the original How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
Um, what?
Oh, whoa! He did the Wild Robot.
I think he
Okay.
was a producer on it. Just to clarify
Oh,
for you.
okay.
Wait,
He was a producer.
what has he
Okay.
done? Yeah, so his last directed film was the third film. That was what it got.
Solid.
And then yeah, he did all the How to Train Your Dragons, which were all in the 70s.
Yep, those are great movies.
And then Lilo and Stitch. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Crazy. He was worked on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's worked on a lot of great stuff. Honestly, he's pretty good.
He's got a cool Metacritic score though. Go up. Go up. Nice.
Oh,
Excellent.
the average score.
All
I didn't even know
right,
the
I think
average.
you know what. As like cynical as I am about this new How to Train Your Dragon movie, I'm gonna pick it. You know.
Yeah, that's fair. I've
Yeah.
heard good things. Like I think it's apparently just as good as the first,
I
which
hope
I
so.
mean shouldn't downgrade it that much in its score. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you know. But I know critics can always be cynical when it comes to remakes, regardless of
Hmm.
even if they do some good. Um, I mean, I should have said this earlier. I did have my editor for Screenfish, the site I write for, did tell me Ballerina is good.
Oh,
Especially the action is apparently like just as on par with the other ones, at least.
thank God. Okay, well that's good to know.
So I feel like I gotta take it.
No, hey, if your
For that
editor's saying
reason.
that, I mean he has an inside scoop, so pretty
Yeah,
good.
he did see it, but he doesn't always
Awesome.
align with general critics. But I think they do enough good in that for that to get a good score.
Yeah. All right. Also, I don't think I'm gonna pick this just yet, but like the fact that the sequel to Freaky Friday is called Freakier Friday, like
I feel like they
that's
were
such a
trying to do
funny
a
name.
meme thing there. It's like, guys,
Yeah,
you want to see Freakier
freaky.
Friday? Yeah, get it freaky. Like,
Lord, I gotta be hitting that orca emote. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Mm, okay. Fuck. Pick. What has Matt Shackman done? Let me see for Fantastic Four. Because
yeah,
I gotta
he's
admit,
only done.
after Thunderbolts, I'm a lot. My opinion of the MCU is recovering. So. Oh, he did Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I love that show. Fuck. Okay.
He's done a lot of TV. He did I think most of WandaVision. He's mostly done. Has he
Oh,
only
he did
done
the Great.
TV?
Oh, looks
He's
like it.
directed
Yeah.
this pilot of The Great. He, I guess, directed at least one episode of The Boy. He's done mostly TV.
Succession,
So
Billions,
keep in mind,
Fargo.
obviously, he wasn't like a creative director on these, but he's worked on a lot of great shows,
Yeah.
which I think is honestly a much healthier streamline to the MCU rather than like these
Yeah.
auteur directors, because it's like
Mhm.
making a indie film in your own vision and then getting your vision completely controlled by Marvel. While these
Mhm.
are like, they're good directors, but they're also still cogs in machine of, the showrunners
Yeah.
and the producers. But
All
he's
right.
done
Yeah.
pretty consistent work.
Well, yeah. No, it looks like it. I think that I will. I'll give him a chance. I'm gonna pick the Fantastic Four.
All right.
Have you seen Thunderbolts yet? Out of curiosity.
I've not yet. Um, that was the one film I haven't seen with my pass yet.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. It's definitely not a
Okay.
perfect movie, but it is. It's definitely one of the better Marvel films as of late. You know, since I think for me it's the best one I've seen since fucking Guardians of the Galaxy
Right.
Volume 3. So
Hmm. Yeah. 73.
who's
This is the
whose
guys
page is this?
doing Nobody 2. Timo
Oh,
Talahanto. I don't know where he's from. Sounds like South Eastern Asian,
perhaps.
like Pacific Asian countries. Um, because I am a little concerned about the roses, because usually a Searchlight film like that would be positioned for, but is the guy who wrote Poor Things. I gotta remember that. Jay Roach maybe not be the most acclaimed, but the screenplay might be there. And Nobody hasn't really gotten many peaks. I don't think the first one did that well, so I'm gonna go with The Roses.
All right, sounds good. The Roses. All right, we're at our seventh each. This is about to be my all right.
I think it's actually our
Um,
seventh because the the first line is
Oh
taken up
yeah,
by
true. You're right. Sorry about that. I forgot about
All
that.
Good.
Okay, our seventh.
Yeah.
Mm, this is tricky now. You know what? As much as as I'm not really excited for the new Jurassic World movie because I must admit I have not really liked these movies since the first Jurassic World, and they've continually started to annoy me. But I trust Gareth Edwards. I really like the creator. I think he's a phenomenal director and does a good job with pretty much every project I've seen him work on. So I'm gonna choose Jurassic World Rebirth.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, looking at this, if it was a competition of which would have the highest box office, you'd probably blow me out of the water.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I always tend to do that, but you always beat me in the scores. Like it's just what happened. This is a Metacritic battle. If it was
Yeah.
box office, then yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, it'd be
no.
a bit different. I would have picked
Yeah, man.
what Superman a long time ago,
Not
or
for
would have
real.
been
I feel like
like
the Leafs,
top two
bro.
pick.
I lose to you every year. It's insane. You got my
No,
number.
you've won at least once or
Did I?
twice. At least, yeah, at least once or
Yeah.
twice.
I honestly don't remember. It feels forever since I've
All
won,
right,
but
I'm
that's
gonna do
okay.
Nobody too.
All right.
I don't think they'll hate on it very much compared to all of these other ones have a lot more hate potential, except maybe the Bad Guys too. But even
Yeah.
then,
It'll just be like in the 60s or something, I think. But I heard the first Bad Guys is a pretty fun movie.
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Has this guy direct? I do want to check. Has this guy directed anything else, or is this like his first? Because animated directors, you never know. Like they always work on animated stuff. Like I guess he was an animator on. He's worked on. Oh, he did do the first Bad Guys.
okay, 64. That's pretty. He did the Mitchells. Well, oh wait, no, he worked on the Mitchells versus
He worked
the
on the.
Machines
He
stuff, but I
worked
love
on
that
it.
movie.
He also worked on Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So he's worked with, he's worked with, I think Sony's animation department a few times and done some good stuff.
Yeah. So he knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Let's see.
Such an inspired list.
Yeah, I know. This is
4 sequels and a
'cause, like,
reboot. Not that the rest of ours haven't been that, but
yeah.
very clearly.
I just don't know about Happy Gilmore 2 because
Yeah,
like
I don't know either.
because
It
the
doesn't-
first one was. I mean, it's an undeniable classic. I think we can both agree on that. No.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
It's Adam Sandler's best. It's Adam Sandler's best comedic work. I wouldn't say his best work because Uncut Gems and Hustle exists, but you know.
And Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, and Punch Drunk Love as well. I can't forget. I don't want you to crucify me, but
No, it's all
yeah.
good. I haven't even
Yeah.
seen Punch Drunk Love yet, but all I know is my parents walked out of it back in when it came out. I don't know why they saw it
Really?
in the first place. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't like it at all. Oh Jesus Christ! What? Damn.
Yeah. Nah,
That's
that
rough.
kind of,
I mean, there's only 14 from like old news, like from the Christian Science Monitor.
what the fuck?
Fuck?
Blubber Boy. Wait, go down. Who else reviewed this? I want to see. Chicago Sun Times.
Roger
man,
Ebert gave it a
Ebert
30.
Hated it.
Tells the story of a violent sociopath. Since it's about golf, that makes it a comedy.
Bro, maybe he should be dead. Honestly, he just killed. He is just fucking a buzzkill. My God. Sorry,
Damn.
actually, maybe I
he
shouldn't
was
have
really,
said that.
he was really trying to
Lord.
kill this film's love. He was trying to like. I mean, I see where he's going with it a little bit, but like that's kind of crazy. Sorry, I was just watching the bit.
Nah,
With
it's like I don't understand how anybody could watch Happy Gilmore and not like enjoy themselves. It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Well, not great, but it's fucking good. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
funny, and I think it's enjoyable. I have not. It's one of those movies like you can rewatch a bunch of times and really hate it. So, which is I don't know, which is nice. It's a comfort movie. Oh, nice, good score. I don't know.
He did. Okay.
I don't know. Interesting.
It's not too bad.
Not bad actually.
Not pretty good actually. though it is
Maybe
a
I
sequel.
will.
But
Ooh, yeah, true. There's that to consider as well. Out of all of these, honestly, the Bad Guys 2 is looking like my best option. I think I might choose that.
yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I gotta. I don't. I know Smurfs and Happy Gilmore 2 will be. Actually, I'm gonna have to be forced to pick one of them. I guess. I'm assuming. But let me double check. The Freak Your Friday director.
Smurfs is gonna be the worst one on here, so I don't know if you should. I don't know if you should pick that, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Who is direct? Did I? Who was Chris Miller on?
Chris
Okay.
Miller.
Okay, they've worked on Into the Spider-Verse.
No, you're on
Oh,
the
this is
other
the
guy,
same-
Pierre.
wait.
Yeah, you just clicked on the wrong one. There you go. No, you're just on it. You're just on there. Go back. Oh, you already had it
Oh,
open.
I used the same link for the this
That's weird.
director, I
Oh,
guess.
Chris Mo's already open there. It's open. I can see it up top.
Yeah. Okay, let's check this.
Yeah, hold up.
He is this
The
his
Addams
first? I
Family.
think this is the first thing he's directed. He's just worked. Okay, wait, no. He's a director on Puss in Boots, which
Oh,
isn't great, and Shrek the Third,
I mean,
which
I don't
also isn't
know.
great.
I do like that first Puss in Boots movie, but when it's compared to The Last
Writer on
Wish, it's
Shrek.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
Hmm.
know. Happy Gilmore 2, I just cannot see that getting above a 55.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I think that's probably
Who
as much as
is
it's gonna
the
get.
director of Freakier Friday? Who are you? Is she Canadian?
Oh, she's Indian.
She's
Okay,
Canadian.
good
What
to
has she
know.
done? I have no idea what any of these are.
Oh, and I've heard of Late Night.
She worked on Transparent, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Late Night with Emma Thompson, Mindy
Yeah,
Kaling, The High Note with... Okay, let's see if I can get her Metacritic up. I don't think it's going to be too high, I'm assuming, but
probably not. Let's take a look.
let's take a look. Might have to go Mithrigan at this point.
Mithrigan, oh lord. Jeez. Nice.
Okay. I mean, good
Actually,
shows.
69 is better than I expected, to be honest with
69
you.
is... She... What the heck is this?
What is Queen Slate?
I mean, 67 isn't that bad. She worked on Deli Boys.
74?
A lot of... These are all TV shows.
Oh, she worked on And Just Like That? Oh boy. Crazy. Ugh.
Is there two? Because where is Late Night?
It's probably further down.
I mean, she's worked on a
Where
lot
the
of...
fuck is it?
Where is it?
She
Where-
did an episode of Big Time Rush.
Oh, these are
okay, I'm
TV
slow.
shows. Oh, wait, movie. Okay, these are TV shows.
Oh,
No wonder.
goddamn, she worked.
Oh, oops. The High Note at 58. Like, no, 70. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I'm still going... Nah, you know what? I'll go Freakier Friday. Whatever.
Nice.
They love
Freaky
Jamie Lee
Aw
Curtis.
Yeah.
Also to
I'm
support
gonna pick.
this Canadian
Oh yeah. No, of course.
venturing
We
back
each have a
into
Canadian on our
films.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do Megan 2.0. I'm not risking it with Happy Gilmore 2 or the Smurfs. Sorry, mate.
2.0.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. With the final pick. This terrible pick I do not want. Honestly, the worst part about not picking first is the fact that we always put real bad films at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about this. When is the last time they gave a kids movie less than like a 40? I don't know why I'm saying this to myself. Who is directing Happy Gilmore 2? It's not the guy who did Hustle. That's all I know for sure.
I bet you it's Dennis Duggan or something like that.
Is it the same guy? Who? Kyle Newacek.
Who the fuck is Cal Newacek?
Oh, he did Murder Mystery. Oh, wait.
Really? Oh, that Murder Mystery. I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Now. Okay.
Smurfs is looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he did Game Over, man. That's a terrible movie. Lord.
I'm not liking these odds. And it's...
Yeah.
you know what? I gotta go Smurfs. I
My
gotta go
God,
Smurfs, dude.
That's insane.
I'm not doing Happy
Look where
Gilmore
you've been
2.
driven to.
I can't
Lord.
do it, man.
Man, I can't believe out of
Bye.
all of the
Delete
movies, you actually have the Smurfs there.
Dude, I had... Smurfs was definitely a better pick than...
Man.
Yeah. I
Watch
could not...
Smurfs be like a Best Picture contender now? That'd be fucking wild.
Yeah, new Spider-Verse, guys. It'll be the next Spider-Verse. Smurfs. Who's in the movie? Isn't Rihanna in it?
Rihanna is Smurfette, yeah.
I believe not that much. This cast is James Corden. Oh Jesus Christ! What have I done?
I fucking knew I recognized his voice from the trailer. Oh my god, I hate this man.
What is his
Hello,
Metacritic average? I feel like everything he touches is like critical, like critics poison. It's also kind of probably 53. Jesus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's only because he gets other in I Am Celine Dion. He was probably like he was just in the documentary. This is not good. What else has he acted in recently? See, like all of his good scores are other. Okay, Peter Rabbit 2, Cinderella 41. Yeah, I don't know if he's gotten 50. Yeah, I don't know if he's gotten anything above a 60. Oh, he was in Ocean's 8, and that got 61.
Ocean's 8 was like fine.
I
didn't
might be
actually
cooked.
mind him in that.
This is not looking good. But Happy Gilmore 2 seemed worse, so this is probably not going to be. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put a straight 40, and that is probably generous. I'm just going to go ahead and put my prediction. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh Lord.
Well, we'll see how it goes. That might tank my whole score. We'll see how it goes.
Can't believe
I
that
have
you were forced to pick
multiple
that.
comedies that I know might not work out. With Freakier Friday 2, Roses, The Naked Gun also could not work out. I could see that not doing too good, but we'll see. Because I know comedies I think could sometimes fall very flat.
This is true, and plus Akiva Schaffer's like directorial track record hasn't always been the greatest. At least in terms of like critic reviews. Like he did Popstar. Like Popstar, I thought was really fucking funny and good.
Yeah,
it got good reviews, but just didn't do well like critically. But then financially. But then Hot Rod, which is just so out there, did not do well with critics or audiences. So like, it's tough to say really how that one will.
No, that one's definitely a little more of a wild card. I hope it's good. That's me sort of hope dicting, where I'm like, the track record isn't all there, but I hope that it's good for my own sake, because I'd like to probably see it if it's good.
Yeah.
Probably not if it's bad, especially if it's bad. Yeah. All right. Well, that is our Metacritic battle for this summer. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you never know. Obviously, but yeah, like Darren Aronofsky sometimes bombs with critics too. The only two I'm confident in are my top two. Everything else, except maybe Ballerina, could have less than a 50. I could realistically see all of them having less than a 50, except maybe Ballerina. And even then, that's not guaranteed. So
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think I'm on the riskier side overall, but I think I also have higher
you
ceilings a little bit.
Bro, my God, straight at the casino with the deed to your house for this year. My God, you're going hard.
Yeah. Well, you got the tent poles. The ones where a studio would spend an additional $50 million just to make sure that audiences are giving it good scores, but that doesn't always translate to critic success. So, doesn't usually lead to critical bombs though. Usually, unless you're Sony and you're making Kraven the Hunter and Morbius. So, which is not on this list.
God. Someone needs to fucking someone needs to like shoot those studio executives at Sony who were fucking coming up with all that crap.
Did they get fired? Did they get fired?
They better have, because
I want to investigate.
Why would we want to keep seeing Spider-Man movie villains without Spider-Man? It doesn't make sense. Like Kraven the Hunter was never going to be enough to justify $130 million.
And then also they're not good either, so that doesn't even save it. So, yeah. Well, thanks for doing this with me. We'll see how it goes. I guess we can quickly plan out what we're going to see next. I know I'm going to watch The Phoenician Scheme, like, for sure. What is the next? Because what are these June? Materialist comes out, I think, mid-June. Ballerina comes out first week of June, so we could maybe do that. I'm assuming you're probably interested in seeing that. And then
Yeah,
Elio's like
I'm probably
mid-June.
gonna go see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
or late June.
I'll probably go see it on a cheap day though. I don't know if I want to see it opening
That's
weekend.
fair. I'm probably gonna do
Yeah,
the exact same thing. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll probably go see it on cheap day, on Tuesday,
yeah.
on a Tuesday.
Imagine cinemas, baby. Hell yeah, $5. Lord.
Nice,
Yeah.
solid. Yeah, I might need to get me to one of those. They have a few in Toronto.
Yeah, there's one near St. Lawrence Market that's like pretty cool. It's in the basement. I saw Alien Romulus there.
Okay, nice. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I guess we'll probably be talking about Ballerina most likely next. Maybe one of the other June movies that's coming out. I mean, you got 28 Years Later, F1 at the end of
Mhm.
June. Elio, I
Yep.
think, second last week of June. Materialist mid-June. So, yeah, we'll probably have a few episodes to do in June. Maybe shorter ones because this one was long. But, um, yeah, it's been good reviewing Mission. I'm assuming you're not seeing Lilo and Stitch, right? Just quickly checking.
No.
I only saw
No
it because
siree.
it was free, so for with the pass,
Well, fair.
and
Wait,
my
you saw
mom
it?
wanted to see it. Yeah, I saw it twice.
Twice. What was it? Any good?
It's fine. It's not offensive in its quality. It has a lot of jokes. None of them are particularly funny. They're like half jokes where they're like enough where it's like, oh, that's a joke, and you're sort of stimulated by the fact that, oh, they did a pun or something. But then a lot, especially rewatching it, a lot of the ADR and editing is not very good, and most of what they added is not better in any or even different, like, or fresh. I guess, like, it's not remixed very well for the most part, but the basis of a decent story is there, so it is not offensively bad.
Well, that's good. I do not want to go see it in theaters. I'll probably
That's
wait till
fair.
it's on
Yeah,
an
you don't
illegal
have to.
website.
Just rewatch
But
the
yeah.
original, and you'll have a better time. There's nothing particularly. I don't know why other people are seeing it that much. I mean, a little bit, just because Stitch is cute. That's the main reason. Everyone loves
You know
Stitch.
what I will say? I thought the marketing campaign for this movie was
Yeah,
genius. I thought it was
Disney's
so cool, like having
carrying them.
animatronic Stitch just be out in the wild. Like
Yeah,
that was such a creative thing to do. So whoever came up with that, you're all right. You're okay if you work for Disney, you know. But
yeah. The PR company, the PR division, absolutely carrying
they
this
cooked, honestly.
this movie department. They
Hmm.
did cook a bit. They cooked more than the movie did in a lot of parts, honestly. Their jokes that
Yeah.
they did for the PR campaign were a lot of them were funnier than the movie. Sorry, and it was even Dean Fleischer Camp who did Marcel the Shell, but whatever inspiration he had could not come through, I guess, for the most part. Yeah. Like, there was like one or two sequences where I'm like, they probably wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for him, but most of it was kind of like anyone could have done this. A robot
Yeah.
almost could have done it. AI could have done it. Almost. I
Don't
don't want
say
to go
that.
that
They
far.
might actually take you
Yeah, I know
seriously.
they
Yeah,
might do that.
absolutely.
AI remakes are almost inevitable, it feels like. Like
Yeah, it's probably gonna
AI.
happen at some point. And if it does,
Yeah.
you're right there to shit on it. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. That's how it is. Anyways,
Mhm.
let's wrap this episode up. Thank you so much again for talking to me about Mission Impossible.
Always, homie.
And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys.